Why, hello and welcome to our inaugural Collect All Monsters 5-point inspection review. It's a new thing here for us at Collect All Monsters. We wanted to come up with a review system that was unique to our show and also different from, sort of the same thing, but different from what other people normally do in a review. So we've created the 5-point inspection review to showcase the best things that a figure has. And for me today, I'm going to showcase a figure that I bought recently, but I actually have not had a chance to open him until today. So this is One Up's 1954 Godzilla, released at Winter Wonderfestival 2023 this past February. One Up had some really nice releases for this event, and this figure was no exception. Some details on this Sophobie figure. He's molded in a red soft vinyl and painted with a black and gold color scheme. In addition to the black and gold, there's green on his toes, fingers, and his eyes. And it's reminiscent of the old Beatland Godzilla, at least in my opinion, or some old Popey colorways, but I don't know an exact representation of this particular colorway. This is not a large release, as you can see. It's only clocking in at 15 centimeters tall, and that's like just under 6 inches tall and 12 centimeters in length. This is too small to scale with your standard marmots or your M1s or your Marasans, but it might look really great next to your Parababy figures. This figure was packaged in the standard Sophobie header card, of course emblazoned with the Toho licensing sticker. See that 2023 Godzilla there. Let's go ahead and get cracking on the review, though, because what we have for this review is we have several different points to basically score this figure on. We're going to start with style points. The wow factor grade, apparently. I'm going to give this guy 4 for the wow factor, even though I absolutely love this dark color scheme. I've been trying to buy brighter figures, and because of the dark scheme, like I said, I love it, but it is, it's a little darker than some of the other retro paint apps that One Up has done. But yeah, that's the only reason I'm going to give it a 4 instead of a 5 is because it's a little dark. Showa Me The Money. Now, at Wonder Festival, this guy would have set you back 8,000 yen, which is roughly about 60 US dollars. As you can expect, if you aren't at the show, you're going to be paying the secondary market tax. This is a volatile amount. It varies wildly from exclusive to exclusive. At Wonder Festival, I did not buy this at the show, actually. I got it afterwards. Once I saw it online and after I came home, I was like, I have to have this thing. So I found this guy on Yahoo Japan and ended up winning the auction for roughly 14,800 yen, which is about $115 US. Just under double what it would have cost me if I had purchased it at the event. Normally, I wouldn't have paid that higher price for such a small figure, but at this point in my collecting, space is definitely an issue. And so a little guy makes up for this excessive price tag. Of course, I always suggest getting things in person or as close to the event as you can to get the best deal possible. But sometimes you just have to have something, and that is exactly what happened with this guy and me. I had to have him. Overall, for the money and the value, because he's a small guy, I'm also going to give this a 4. Let's move on to the next point, monster aesthetic. Now, I'm going to be grading this guy specifically on 2 factors for this. One is his likeness to the original 1955 Godzilla. Not sure exactly which suit iteration this is, but it looks pretty much like every other Godzilla 54 I've seen. He's a little cute, a little stylized, but it's a pretty good representation overall. Definitely easily identifiable as the 1954. Secondly, that paint scheme. It ties into other elements of this figure that I really like. I believe this is the 3rd or 4th color variation of this figure. Like I said before, red vinyl, black spray, gold. Everything is really great, but like I said, the pupils, claws, and teeth are a little bit different, and I don't dislike that. I actually really like the overall scheme, and because of that, in the monster aesthetic, I'm not going to reduce any points. A big score of 5 on this. Going to move along to production quality. How are we going to grade production quality on a soft vinyl toy? I'm not really familiar with One Up. Actually, this is my first One Up figure. but the name sounded familiar, right? Well, if you've ever been to Nakano Broadway Mall and went to the second floor, I believe, just around the corner from Mandarake, you've probably seen the One Up shop. And I didn't realize that they've been making vinyls since 2008. And this new series of Godzilla figures has only just recently started last year. So they have the 1954 Godzilla. They have Shin Godzilla. Oh, they also have a Burning Godzilla, Hedorah, Mecha Godzilla. They also have a little adorable cartoon version Smog Monster starting to gobble up a factory. That was released in Wonderfestival, and they are already starting to reissue colorways of that as of this year. Godzilla is molded and assembled from 6 pieces with connections and articulation points at the shoulder, hips, and tail. Now I'm just going to do a quick movement here just to make sure there's no paint rubs. Everything looks pretty good, even where the pieces connect and might rub up against each other. It doesn't seem like any paint is getting caught. So, great job on that. Whatever factory, it turned out this red vinyl did a really super job on it. It's not juicy, but it is very, very vibrant. I love the red vinyl figures. And the fact that this is red vinyl with painted black, it just makes it look super good to me. I will add that this figure has extras. It comes with a Zero Fighter and a train that he can hold on to. I have yet to figure out how you can actually get the train to stay in his hand, but that's probably coming up immediately after I finish this video, so he can sit on the shelf. So for that, I will say that these figures, these bonus features, were also packaged in an additional small plastic bag inside the plastic bag, so they're not going to get scuffed up when they're getting delivered to you. So overall, I'm going to give this production quality a score of 4. Okay, so now we're moving on to the final category, or the final inspection point. What we do here at Collect All Monsters is we give our reviewers the chance to come up with their own criteria for this one last item. So dealer's choice is what I'm doing here. The dealer's choice category is the bonus features. How do I grade these bonus features? Well, the miniature train and Zero Fighter are very cool, and they're sculpted great. Like I said, the fact that you can't put this into Godzilla's hands super easily, watch me do it immediately, is a little bit of a bummer, but I know it's supposed to go in there. And it's just really cool that this Sofubi figure comes with the omake, or gifts, that are these extra features. Just like X Plus has their Rick features, this has these 2 little guys. And they do that with a lot of their one-up figures for the Godzilla series. So if you're interested in these figures, definitely check that out. I'm going to go ahead and give this a score of 4 on the bonus features because they're pretty rad, but I think, honestly, I'd like the jet better if it was outside of the little platform, because honestly, this means it just has to sit on the floor next to Godzilla like it's been destroyed by him. Okay, so adding all those up, the total score for this guy is 21. 21 out of 25. Not too bad, I think. I'm very happy to add this Godzilla to my shelves, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments if you have any other colorways or versions of this particular Godzilla. Do you think this is a good representation of the 1954 Godzilla? Yeah, hit me up in the comments. And also make sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to our channel too if you're interested in the content we're creating. We'd love to have you join our Facebook group as well, which is called the Collect All Monsters Monster Collectors. There will be a link in the show notes for that, and you can check that out on your own. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and call this first 5-point inspection review good to go, as it is now finished, and we'll see you for another video in the near future. Make sure to stay safe out there and continue to collect all monsters.